Cannibalism, a botched satanic ritual, organ harvesting, codependency, and murder. Yeah, there is a lot to unpack with this game, so this is your spoiler and trigger warnings, because with the new expanded game coming soon, we're talking about all the dark, disturbing details in the coffin of Andy and LEYLEY. If you've played it, you know that this RPG-style game is a disturbing and thought-provoking walk-and-talk adventure with some light puzzle solving. But for those who haven't and don't care about the spoilers, the game centers around a sibling duo with a troubling relationship. Andrew and Ashley, ages 22 and 20, have been quarantined for 3 months in their apartment and are slowly being starved to death. With their door barricaded from the outside and living on the 4th floor of their building, they have no means of escape, until they learn of their neighbor's cult-like activities. Having conjured a demon, the cultist is then killed by said demon because he failed to offer a sacrifice. Starving, Andrew and Ashley decide to not only eat the cultist, but to complete the ritual a second time, offering one of the wardens as a sacrifice in exchange for a way out of the building. This plan doesn't go accordingly, however, and the two ultimately escape with a combination of smarts and murder. There are hints that this world is dystopian, or at the very least on its way there. We are told that multiple buildings have been quarantined due to the tenants drinking water contaminated with parasites. Supposedly it is the water company that has barricaded the tenants in and has issued wardens to patrol the buildings. A news report reveals the organization is lying to the public, stating that they have remedied a supply shortage and will be delivering food to the tenants, deliveries that clearly never come. Anyone who attempts to help the tenants from the outside will also be shot. However, once Andrew and Ashley have escaped their apartment, they find a series of documents in an observation room. These documents detail plans of harvesting and selling organs, proving the water company to be a hoax. When the tenants were first quarantined, a nurse collected blood samples, supposedly to reveal if they were infected with parasites, but this was a ruse to learn the tenants' blood types. This is because donors and recipients of organs must match blood types to prevent the transplant from being rejected. Another note within the office specifies that tenants with AB blood type should no longer receive supplies, hence why Andrew and Ashley were being starved. Originally, I thought the wardens were starving the tenants to obtain their organs. However, starvation results in permanent organ damage, and the warden was indifferent of the cultist's death when he states that he was just a B type anyway. So starvation seems to be a way of getting rid of tenants or organs that are not in high demand. But why starvation? Well, the parasitic contamination serves as a perfect cover-up. Parasites in the body can mimic starvation by damaging the digestive system and causing severe vomiting and diarrhea, all of which can lead to malnutrition. If this is a dystopian world, the government and law enforcement, if there are any, won't necessarily care about these deaths, and they'll have a scapegoat for prying friends and family members. While it's not specified on the game's itch.io page that this world is dystopian, the upcoming game, which will expand on the original story, notes that players can explore a bleak world, and I'm really interested to see just how dark and bleak this world really is. We learn quickly that Andrew and Ashley's relationship is a far cry from healthy. Ashley harassed Andrew's girlfriend to the point of her dumping him, and when they were younger, they killed a girl because Ashley was mad that she liked Andrew. While it was technically an accident due to the girl's asthma, dust within the crate she was locked in, and lack of oxygen, they were both still responsible as they purposely left her locked in the crate overnight. Ashley is also constantly making jealous remarks regarding other women, not wanting them or other people to be in Andrew's life, and even seems to use flirtatious tactics with her brother to get her way. And while many fans believe the relationship to be incestuous, the developer stated in a response to a user on itch.io that Ashley's obsession isn't so much of a romantic desire as it is to wrap Andrew around her finger by whatever means necessary. The developer does go on to say that this could be a possibility in the future though, and I wonder if that will be the case given the game's newfound popularity. In codependent relationships such as theirs, there's often difficulty with establishing boundaries, and Ashley is superficially driven. She connects her looks and appeal to her ongoing fear of being abandoned. Having narcissistic tendencies, she gets validation by her control over Andrew. She remains egocentric and is only concerned with his needs when it prevents her from being abandoned or relinquishing her control. Andrew also displays signs of codependency and goes on to commit violent acts, as he not only butchers a warden to protect Ashley, but also murders another woman in the apartment building. Codependent relationships can be complex and dysfunctional, and while not all relationships like these will result in violence or murder, a sibling in a codependent relationship can feel a strong sense of obligation to their abuser, which could lead them to go to extreme lengths to protect them. There are strong hints in the game that their parents are dismissive or uncaring and may have forced Andrew into more of a parental or guardianship role for Ashley at a young age, prioritizing her needs over his own, which could also contribute to codependency. These are not excuses for their actions, but merely observations of the game, and again, these characters and their extremes are not the standard of all codependent relationships. Returning to the woman's death, Andrew told Ashley he murdered her because she had threatened him with a nail gun. But the nail gun hasn't moved from its original location from when you first entered the room. And if he's lying about her threatening him, what else could he be lying about? While he may not have slept with the woman as Ashley implied, he might have made an excuse for killing her because he was unaware of why he did so in the first place. In their room, we find a drawing Ashley made as a child titled Andy and LEYLEY and the Very, Very Quiet. In the drawing, Andrew is seen holding a bloody knife, and they appear to be standing next to a suitcase or a wooden crate. If you return to the picture when walking with Andrew, he laughs because she has kept the drawing all this time, but also jokingly says it's the best thing Ashley has drawn, to which she states she's proud of it. And I can't help but wonder if Ashley is proud, not because of the drawing, but because it was the first time Andrew protected her from her actions. During their big fight scene, Andrew says Ashley is the reason he can't sleep at night, to which she says that he was the one who chose to do it. And later on, she says that no one knew it was them that killed the girl in the crate. While Andrew could be referring to his part in her death, could he also be referring to a cover-up? Did he and Ashley return to the crime scene to fake the cause of death, to make it look as if a murderer had found the girl instead of a torture attempt by two kids gone awry? I wonder if the upcoming game will further explore their childhood and family history, especially with the trigger warning on Steam mentioning domestic violence. I'm also curious to see if more is revealed about the girl in the crate, if perhaps there is a revenge scenario, if someone actually knew they were involved. I found it interesting that everyone in the game was given a name or identifier except for her. Her name consists of 4 letters, but they're omitted from the dialogue, almost like a repressed memory. We'll definitely see the stone given to Ashley by the demon and how her clairvoyant dreams may come into play to help them escape from the consequences of their actions, or maybe to reveal a betrayal or revenge scheme. The developer also stated that alternate endings would occur, and I believe that one of those endings will be an unraveling of their relationship as they continue to commit more heinous murders. But what do you think we'll see in the upcoming game, and how did you feel about this one? Let me know in the comments below, and if you liked this video, please consider liking, subscribing, and turning on those notifications so you know when I delve into another game next. And as always, thanks for watching.